Today's English word is engrave. Engrave. Now, as you listen to the story, see if you can guess the meaning of the word engrave. They had been together for 5 years. 5 years of happiness and love. And this year, Michael decided that he wanted to give something very special to his wife. So he thought about different gifts that he could give his wife, and he was trying to think of something that would mean something to her, something that every time she looked at it would remind her of how much he loved her. So Michael continued to think, and then all of a sudden, he figured something out. He realized that his wife had a Bible that she loved. Now, the Bible had been passed down to her from her mother and from her mother's mother, and she treasured this Bible. But you see, the Bible was just plain. And many months prior to this time, Michael's wife, Samantha, had mentioned to him how she wanted to have her name engraved on the Bible. Her name, her mother's name, and her grandmother's name. She said she wanted to be able to run her finger over the letters and feel the letters of her name, of her mother's name, and her grandmother's name. She wanted to get her Bible engraved, but she just hadn't had the time. And he knew this would be the perfect anniversary gift. You see, his wife didn't care about money or expensive things. She cared about things that meant something. And this meant something to her. So Michael very carefully got the Bible without his wife knowing while she was at work, and he took it to an engraver and he told the engraver, please, I need my wife's name, my mother-in-law's name, and her mother's name written in this Bible. I need you to engrave it. I don't want it to just be a pen. I want it to be engraved on the front of the Bible. So the engraver told him how much it would be. He paid the money, and a few days later, he came and picked the Bible up. It was their anniversary. And as he walked into their bedroom, he was so proud of the gift he had for his wife, and he had it in a special box wrapped nicely, and he gave it to Samantha, and when she opened it, she said nothing. But tears started to stream down her face as she rubbed her hand over the engraved names. Her name, her mother's name, and her grandmother's name. And she looked at her husband and said, I love you. Did you catch it? I think you liked that story, right? Very romantic. But did you catch the meaning of the word engrave? Let's see if you got it. Now, the word engrave, it just means to cut words, pictures, or patterns into the surface of metal, stone, leather, etc. Something that can be cut into. In English, we say engrave, just like Michael had his wife's Bible engraved. Now, I want to explain how to pronounce this word properly. So let me break down the pronunciation for you. So again, the word is quite simple. It's not a long word, but the G sound is the sound that I want to explain a little bit more. So now with the G sound, it's very simple. The one thing you need to remember is the G. Think about drinking a cup of water. You're very thirsty. You come home after a long day and you're ready to drink a big glass of water. Your mouth is open and you are ready to take in all of the water. And so the water is coming into your mouth and going down your throat. But there's a sound that comes out. G, g, g. That's the G sound. You see, that sound actually happens in the back or at the back of your throat. The G, G. So basically what you're doing is you're allowing your tongue, the back of your tongue is basically connecting with your throat and you're focusing on making the sound back there. So after me, G. A little tricky, but think about again, drinking water. So again, G. Excellent. So after me, the whole word, engrave. Grave. You felt it, right? Engrave. Excellent. Now don't forget the V sound, front teeth, bottom lip, and vibrate. V. Good. Last time, engrave. Excellent. So now you know how to pronounce the word properly, engrave. You know the meaning, and let me give you an example sentence. Here's the example sentence. They will engrave your initials on the ring for free. Again, they will engrave your initials on the ring for free. Makes sense, right? All right, try to use the word at least one time today, and I'll talk to you next time.